It's Friday. I hope you have a great day. We're headed to the farm. I got a couple cheap box fans I'm going to put in control rooms just to help with the heat. It's supposed to be heat indexes of 100 plus next week, so we're going to try to make sure we got some air stirring in those control rooms just to protect our electrical equipment. It's the last week of birds, and of course the last week of birds is going to be the hottest week that they're here, so we got to try to do all we can to protect our equipment. The timing's not great. I wish they were going out this week, but it is what it is. After that, I got to get to town. I got to get this truck back to the tire place. Hopefully they can get this tire fixed. I got to go to Harbor Freight and pick up a pump. Main transfer pump on the drone trailer tender. It started to leak yesterday from the main pump seal, and I can't have chemicals and stuff leaking while I'm on job, so I got to get that replaced. I was kind of aggravated that it was starting to leak already, but it's a year old. It's a cheap pump. It was never designed to handle the amount of volume that I've put through it. So I think it's done a pretty good job. So we're going to get a new one, put this old one on the shelf. That way I got some parts if needed. Dad wants to move some hay, and I've got to clean tanks on the drone trailer rig, and then I got to get a parts list together. Well, not parts list, a materials list together for spraying job for Monday. So next week, my son and hopefully my soon-to-be daughter-in-law are going to be in town. They're coming in on Monday, so I'm going to spend Tuesday and Wednesday with them, so I'm going to be off from the farm for a couple days. I need a little break anyways, so that'll be good. And next week's as hot as it's going to be. If it can't get done in the mornings or be done in the air conditioning of a tractor or in the office, it's probably not going to get done. So just too hot to be doing stuff. Dad wanted to wean some calves, and I don't think we're going to. Just being so hot, we don't want to stress those calves any more than they need to. So weaning time is stressful for calves anyways. That first 4 or 5 days they're off mama, it's tough on them. So we don't really want to stress them any further with them being huddled up together in corrals and moved around and all that kind of stuff. So for now, that's the plan. You know how things go. That's probably going to change, but that's kind of how I hope the direction of the day goes. I'll turn it on to the road to the farm, and look at that. There's some water on the road. We actually got a little sneaky rain. That's awesome. That's real good. I hope it rained over there where I sprayed that corn on Wednesday. Get that chemical incorporated. That will be perfect. That will be perfect timing for them too. Look at that. It's pouring over there. I hope that's coming this way. Absolutely pouring. Just the other side of the hill there. Well, just check the rain gauge at the farm, and we got about 1/10. So enough to settle the dust, but hey, we'll take it. We're never going to complain about moisture. You know it's hot when all the tunnel fans are running already. Do our quick cruise through the chicken yard and see what's happening. Me and Christian had a little rough week. His car broke down yesterday. My tire's leaking. It's been a long week for both of us, but we're doing good. We're gonna have a good day. Yep. Yeah. All right, so got Christian going for the day. He's got his work list. Man, I sure am enjoying having him work for us. He is such a good worker. And, just happy, just loves being here. It's made just a huge difference for our operation, just having good people. I mean, it just goes to show you having the right people to help you just makes things easy. So he's doing a really good job for us. But got him going. I'm headed off to town. I'm gonna get my truck to the shop I was hoping Dad was going to pick me up, but he told me just to wait on it. So we'll see how that goes. I did call my friend that works over there and said, I'm bringing it up there. Can you please get me in right away? And he said he's going to do his best. So we're going to do that. We'll go Harbor Freight. Then I'm going to start moving hay. I don't know what else Dad's got going on today, but doesn't sound like he's going to be around today. So nice, easy, quiet Friday. That's what I'm hoping for. I was driving by the Dove field. This is a field that I participate in with some friends, but boy, they're looking good. We were a little worried that they got stunted back with some chemical, but they're looking pretty good. A little dirty on the edges, but that's all right. The insides look really good, but they're going to start to go into flower here, gosh, probably the next week. So we got our 3D fence put up all the way around to keep the deer out, and that's doing a great job. Looks like Keith used string this time instead of ribbon, so that's probably a little bit easier on things. But they're looking great. We get a little bit more rain. Again, everything hinges on rain. We get another inch of rain on everything in the next week. We're gonna have pretty good harvest on things. So they look a lot better this year. Well, they looked good last year. They were just didn't have no birds last year. It's weird, but they're looking really, really good this year. Probably maybe better than they looked last year. And this is a field of hay that Dad helped a neighbor bale last night. I don't know how many bales they got off that place, but there is a pile out there. I know he said he baled 96 or so bales. I don't know what the neighbor baled, but they wrapped it up last night. That little shot of rain we got this morning, that's going to help tremendously with the application of chemical that we put on yesterday. That'll stimulate that Johnson grass and the weeds that it'll cover to do a quick uptake. So that should get us a pretty darn good kill. So thankful for that, thankful for the timing. I'm glad I got it done yesterday. Heck yeah. Got my tire fixed. I found another hole in it, so that's plugged or patched or whatever they did. But look at this, it's raining. It's pouring too. I mean, everywhere. It's awesome. This might change my day. That's awesome though. Well, that's exciting, getting this rain. This is a surprise. I knew there was a slight chance, but I figured we weren't going to get nothing. Shoot, we're probably going to get 3/4 out of this. We timed that just perfect with getting that corn sprayed for that gentleman this week. So this is going to clean his fields up real good. Get that pre-emergent good and incorporated, and get a good uptake on the chemical that's on the plants that are standing. That's going to clean them up real nice. So headed to Harbor Freight, probably the worst place for me to go, because I always end up spending a pile of money in there on stuff I don't need. So it's like my wife says it's Hobby Lobby for men, which is pretty darn close to accurate. I'm back in the Coyote. We're moving some hay. Tim's trucking and unloading. I'm loading for him. Didn't video much the rest of the day. I worked on the drone trailer some. I got it kind of reconfigured. I moved the generator, changed oil, installed that new pump that I went to Harbor Freight for, rerouted some hoses and some wires and stuff. Just trying to clean the trailer up so it's a little bit more user friendly. Did have a bit of an unfortunate event. Yesterday when I got done spraying, I took the drone trailer over to the well and filled it full of water. Well, filled my chemical tank full of water, and put some cleaning solution in it to clean the tanks. I try to do that if once a week usually, but this week, last week I ran so many different chemicals through it, and I rinse it down after each tank changeover, but I like to run some solution through it. So anyways, long story short, pumped it full of water, put the cleaning solution in it, agitated it for an hour, let it sit overnight. Today I got ready to empty it. I went over and I opened up the lid for the the solution tank, and I got a little vapor burn. You can kind of see it on my face. My face is red. It's no, it's tingling. It doesn't. It feels like. This feels like. Have you ever got stinging nettle? That's what it feels like. Stinging nettle on there. But it's bothering me a little bit. I've never had this happen before, and what I think happened was there was just a touch of residual chemical in there from what we sprayed yesterday. And when it sat there and it got hot, it expanded and it put a little vapor barrier, a little vapor film right on the top of the tank. So I mean, there's literally that much space between the top of the tank and the water. So there was enough space in there of an air gap to fill with vapor. And when I opened that lid, it all come out. And thankfully I had my goggles on. I was upwind of it when I opened it, but it got me on the face. So I ended up finding out from poison control what I needed to do. They instructed me to wash my face, use water, dab dry, don't rub, and then change my clothes. So I changed my clothes and I actually had to go buy clothes because I didn't have any. So I had to run to Dollar General. I got some Vaseline, which I put on my face, new hat, new shirt. So now I just can't be in the sun because of the Vaseline and then the heat from the chemical burn. So I probably should have been a little bit more cautious, but I've never had anything like that happen to me before. So I learned my lesson. Won't ever do anything like that again. So learn from me. Don't make my stupid mistakes. Well, I got home and my rifle scope was here. So I unboxed that and put that on my rifle. So far, pretty pleased with it. Got it squared up, leveled, zeroed. Well, got it bore sighted, well, laser bore sighted. And decided I'm gonna shoot the bow a little bit. So it's that time of year. When it's good and hot, that's when I start shooting the bow. So it's good and hot, and next week it'll be real good and hot. Something else I was thinking about, it's like, I was debating if I was going to post this video today or not. And because of what happened with the chemicals and all that stuff. And my face is actually, it's fine now. I had a little bit of a headache afterwards. Face is a little sore. Got home, got cleaned up, got a shower, put some Vaseline on my face, and it's feeling okay now. But it could have been a lot worse. And I kind of figured, you know what, I should post this video just for the simple fact to bring awareness to other people. So it could have been way worse. I'm very thankful that it wasn't. But anyways, I'm gonna start shooting the bow a little bit. I guess I'm getting myself all in frame. Yeah, we're good. So this is literally the first time I've shot this since probably December of last year. The last year I shot with it would have been December last year, and I haven't touched it since. So usually by now I've done shot about 9,000 arrows, but as busy as I've been, I haven't shot hardly at all. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Still pretty good. Probably should do a quick look over strings. It's a brand new. This bow has gone through top to bottom last year, so, and it has only shot maybe 500 arrows through it since then. Should be good to go. Let's see if the D-loop's still on there. Oh yeah. She still shoots. Tell her I'm not in shape though. Boy, does my arm hurt. This pulling it those couple times. It doesn't help that my hand's sore too. Ooh, we're slapping them together down there. That's going to get expensive real quick. Maybe not aim at the same spot. That's a little better. Take a look at my group. They're not too shabby. First time shooting. That was my first arrow, and these are my second two. And I was aiming at the same spot, and I slapped them together. And that was my third one. Well, my fourth one. So, I don't know. Pretty pleased with that. I'm going to do something really stupid. And I'm going to set my camera up right here at the target and watch these arrows come flicking in here. That's going to be kind of cool. That's not too dang bad. I didn't miss the target. I put them all in the kill zone, so that's pretty good. First dozen arrows of the season. They'd all kill a deer. Well, till next time, y'all take it easy.